So the first thing is you have to go and download Oracle VM VirtualBox Manager. You can find this online. Just Google and click here. Again, for Windows, just download this. So I didn't explain how to set up VirtualBox. So once you download VirtualBox and you download the VDI file that I'm going to be linking you, you're going to click New, type in the name of this virtual machine, click Linux 64-bit, Next. I recommend giving about 4 gigabytes of memory for your RAM. And then here, I'm going to use an existing virtual hard disk file, and I'm going to search for my VDI. There it is. So this is going to be the VDI file. You might have it in a different location, but this is the VDI file. I'm going to click Open and Create, and now it's created that fake computer within my computer. To run it, I double click. It will boot up. If you get an error or a black screen with a blinking cursor that persists, you may need to open your BIOS and enable virtualization on your CPU. So this is the login screen. The password is osboxes.org, so just type that. And you should get a desktop similar to this. Mine has additional stuff on here for my personal use. And you will need to set up your license for the Vivado software. Open up your browser, whether it be, if you go to internet here, you can go to Midori, Chrome, Firefox, or whatever. And literally just Google Xilinx license, and I'm actually going to do that as a guest, so that it's not showing that I'm logged in. Oops. And this first link here is the License Solution Center. Click that. And we're going to obtain a license for a free or evaluation product, so click the link here. And it's going to ask you to sign in, so just create an account and fill this information in. Corporate email, just use your school email, choose a username and password, and then type in the CAPTCHA. And you're going to get an email that you have to click on an activation link, and once you do that, it will bring you to this page, and this page will ask you to fill in your address. Now, I've used the school's address in my account, but you should use your address because it's your account. Job function, student, and primary market, I just put industrial. And so, let's see. So here's where I've entered that data. Go to next. It will take a moment for the licensing web page to load. Okay. So we're going to be under Create New License. The one that we're going to select is Vivado HLS Evaluation License. And then we're going to click Generate Node Locked License. Here, it's going to ask you for your system information. So we're going to add a host, and you can call it whatever you'd like, but I'm going to call mine Vivado Linux. This is a 64-bit Linux operating system. When you click on host type, click this, you're going to use your MAC address, and then you have to type in a MAC address. The place that you can find that is if you come down here to your little taskbar inside your VirtualBox, and right click and go to Network Settings, Advanced. This is your MAC address, and you're going to need to type that in because it won't let you copy and paste. So I've typed it on my Windows computer, or I've written it down on a piece of paper, either way, and I just have to manually type it in here. So, and once you do, it should allow you to click Add, and then Next. Next again, and now you have the license here. You've got your license file, and it will email you. So in this email there is a file called xilinx.lic. It needs to be called Xilinx Vivado.lic, so we can save as. In the Vivado folder should be Xilinx capital V Vivado, no spaces, .lic. And if we click Setup License, we should see license copy succeeded. Only then should you be able to run Vivado correctly. If you tried to run Vivado previously, it will run. However, whenever you go to synthesize or simulate or generate bitstream or any of the important things you need to do, they won't work, and they'll say you have a license error, and then you have to get out and fix your license issue. So once you click the run vivado.sh, don't be surprised if it takes quite a while for it to load up. It's a very large program. Again, this is a industry tool. Now once we're in here, we can go to Help and Manage License window, and it should be able to tell us our license. We should be able to see it right there. So if you don't have something that pops up in this window, then you have an issue and we need to get it worked out. But once you have the license working, then you can begin to create projects. When you're trying to access the hardware through the virtual machine, you actually have to click on a particular window here. In the VirtualBox window at the very bottom, there is this USB icon. So once you have plugged in the hardware and turned it on, it should appear in this list. You right click and click on the USB device, Digilant USB device, and then at that point you should be able to open the target, and you can say auto connect, and it should connect to the actual hardware device, and now you can program the device and it should be successful.